We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he returns this to the 22.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up second.
Here's Huntley.
At the 22.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking down. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run on 1st down. Kendrick. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A quick throw to Ratley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Kern in punt formation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now go. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
81. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Huntley to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
To throw, Huntley. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Derrick Henry. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. Oh, the return is Scott. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Kendrick. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
At the 14-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Number 28.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Kendrick. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Daquan Jones on the stop. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
to throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Brought down.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Huntley. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
To number 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. Check 43. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play. It's now
a big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes this Washington 21. Titans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding, and the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Scott to return it. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Montez Sweat brought him down. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And shedding through the tackle. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
29-yard line.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Antoine Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
22-yard line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm going to come back to you.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. This is Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Hurts. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Kendrick. There he goes left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. It's been a long day for you.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Henry, the ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
47.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 3rd and goal, option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the left side. Kendrick. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be
looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Always got some breathing room.
They are not
and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Titans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Hurts. pass incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Their own 48-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now the rookie's free. The 30. A huge play there for Washington. 69 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.